Anyway, now that we're done with the Game of Thrones news, let's move on to discussing the Reigns of Castamere, the episode you just watched.
I don't want to.
Well, why don't you get a little wine on you first, and then we can talk about it. Take it easy. So, Kayla, this is a big episode. I'm sorry you had to go through it. Everybody has to.
I knew there would be more deaths. I didn't think they'd all happen in one episode.
You didn't? So were you surprised that they killed this many people? This is the Red Wedding episode, everybody.
They lost an entire plot.
Right, they lost Catelyn died, Robb died.
Why do they hate the Starks?
Why do they hate the Starks? Why do you think so?
Because they're the nice ones.
They are the nice ones. And they're kind of in this game without mean people. Could Catelyn and Robb have avoided this?
They didn't have to go to the wedding.
Well, they kind of did because they needed men to make Robb's plan to storm Casterly Rock work. They needed Walder Frey's cooperation.
Okay.
And he did not want to cooperate at all.
Clearly.
No.
He was very bitter that Robb did not marry a daughter.
Extremely bitter.
Where did the cute daughter come from?
I mean, he has like 100 of them. I mean, I think it's probably a granddaughter or something squirreled away. There's bound to be one nice-looking one.
So was that his whole point? Like, you thought I was going to give you one of my not attractive daughters when really I do have attractive daughters?
Oh, these busted ladies? Yeah, probably. I think that was...
Dan, you always surprise me. All these busted ladies.
There definitely was kind of a cute little moment, right, when he reveals the attractive one. And
right.
I thought that he kind of looked at Robb
like, look, I do have attractive
look
daughters.
What you missed out on.
Right.
And when I first watched it, I was thinking, like, they're doing a good job of, like, we know he's a bitter, angry man, but we think maybe, like, that's how far it'll go. Like, he's content to just kind of humiliate Robb a little bit and rub his face in it.
Okay.
But we don't think he's going to go as far as he does.
I knew once that door closed, something was wrong.
Did you recognize the song the band started to play?
It went very kind of dark and sad. It was like all happy and upbeat, and then it was just like very mellow.
It's actually a song we've heard before. It's The Reigns of Castamere. It's like the Lannister family theme.
Ooh, that's creepy.
A little bit. What does that tell you? Do you think they were involved?
Maybe. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, like that's the song that they were all singing during the big Blackwater episode. That song's been playing during Jaime's theme a bunch of this season.
So the Lannisters are connected with...
That's what I think we're being told. And then Roose Bolton said the Lannisters send their regards when he killed Robb.
Did he die? Did Bolton die?
No. Roose Bolton stabbed Robb. He was the one who dealt the final blow. And he said the Lannisters send their regards, Shank.
Oh my gosh.
Which is what Jaime told him, you know, not being serious, just said, give Robb my regards. I don't think he meant it like that, but...
Well, and then Catelyn knew once she saw the...
Yeah,
armor.
He was wearing armor.
Yeah.
Slapped him, got away. Where do they go from here?
I have no idea. I want to quit watching. Not really, just kidding.
No, you can want to quit watching.
They were my favorite people.
They were among the
Who do we have left? Arya, Sansa.
We have Tyrion.
Bronn.
Jon Snow.
Daenerys.
There's plenty of folk left. This show doesn't lack for characters. I wouldn't worry about that.
I didn't think they'd go this quickly.
Right.
All together.
I think this moment was kind of what established Game of Thrones as a show that bucked convention a bit. Like, you killed Ned Stark. People were surprised by that. They didn't think that would happen again. So this was kind of the episode that this is when Game of Thrones went from being kind of
don't fall in love with anyone,
show
we'll kill them.
With a following. Like, this is when it becomes the big phenomena-ish thing. It kind of is now.
Okay.
Right around
the
this time.
Point. Okay.
It kind of is. This surprised a lot of people. But Arya did survive. She almost made it. How about her? What does she do now?
I think she should stick with the Hound.
Do you think she should... Where does she go now? I mean, her family, a lot of them are now dead.
What happens if she goes back to King's Landing?
Well, what do you think happens?
She'll have to marry a Lannister. Poor Sansa.
Something like that. Poor Sansa. Yeah, we didn't see her.
Has no idea what's going on. She's surrounded by lunatics.
Well, Tyrion is pretty nice to her.
Aside from Tyrion, yes.
Like the one
yeah, we didn't see them at all this week.
No, we didn't go to King's Landing at all. But Arya is with the Hound. Because the Hound's going to try to sell Arya to her mom, and that plan goes up in smoke, obviously.
So now he'll probably try to sell her to the Lannisters.
He could, but he does not like he does not like the Lannisters at all.
Oh.
I'll just give you a little clue.
They should start their own army. Oh, tell me.
They should. Arya does have one living relative left who isn't the Lannisters, and we've met her.
The breastfeeding mom?
The breastfeeding mom.
Oh, shoot.
So
we have to go back to her?
Yes.
Okay.
He's going to try. But I mean, like, it didn't work out this time, maybe it won't work out again.
That one was scary.
But at least she survived.
Yes.
Like, she came really close, and the Hound got her out of it. Again, the Hound kind of showing his nice guy colors.
He keeps saving her.
I mean, again,
Kind of.
she does kind of represent, like, a payday for him.
Right,
but,
that's also true.
He did save her. She did not die, so that's at least one person who made it out alive.
Wonderful.
Exactly. Do we have a question or comment?
Susan Perkinson says, poor Kayla. I'm sad for her. We've all been there.
Right.
Thank you, Susan.
Sarah
That's too
Lopez
bad.
says, Arya is going to take over Lady Stoneheart's plot.
Possibly. We'll have to wait till season 7 to see whether that comes through. Well, that is possible.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay,
No.
I thought that was okay.
It might end up happening in season 7. We'll see. There were other things happening in the episode. That's obviously the biggest. But what about Daenerys had some adventures over in Yunkai. She's conquering
Yeah.
Slaver City. She had a much better week than the
did.
Starks.
She's got a new love interest. She's slaying,
over hereish.
kicking butt, taking names.
So basically, so what happened here?
So she sent her 3 men
Mm-hmm.
to fight off people. But what was that for? Was that to save the slaves? Or that was the
Basically-
slave army? I was confused why they were fighting.
It was kind of confusing. I didn't love
I
the
don't know if
sequence
they-
either, but I think the plan was, so she's, they got, so this wine glass is the city, is the slave city, and then here's her army, it's this little hammer dude. And she's out here, she needs to take the city, but they have walls and stuff against her.
Okay.
So her idea is to send in her new love interest, Dario Naharis, with a couple of other good dudes.
They're a good looking couple.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
He's easy on the eyes.
But when she got back, what happened with between her, Jorah, and Dario? Did you notice that he tried to tell her we took the city, it's yours, and then she's like, yeah, but where's Dario? He's like,
Yeah. And then he walked, because it made it look like he died.
Right.
He walked in and then gave her, was that to show her that they won?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is she into him?
Yes. Very much
Does that make
so.
you sad for Jorah at all? Because he's been carrying a torch for her for a long
They're
time.
not meant to be together. He's like her dad.
I mean, I'm not sure he sees it that way, but I take your point. She's definitely not into him, but I mean, come on, his face just fell. was sad.
It did.
Anyway, the
I
point
hope
was...
they don't turn against each other.
I hope so too. Anyway, the point was, so she had to get her guys into the city, so she sent 3 people to kind of infiltrate, open the gates from the inside, then her army can march in.
Okay.
And also raise the slaves inside, so the slaves will kind of revolt from the inside for her.
Makes sense.
Because they don't want to be slaves. Who does? So, successful week for Daenerys. How about, really quick, Sam, Gilly, and Little Baby had a brief saunter north of the wall. They're heading towards the wall, toward Castle Black, trying to get out of this nasty cold.
I don't know how they get over the wall.
Well, they said they want to try to go through it. But Sam was like, there's a bunch of castles on the wall. Some of them have tunnels. We're going to go to one
Oh,
of them.
okay. I don't see them climbing.
No, they're not going to climb.
Okay.
With Fat Sam, Gilly's never been more than 3 feet from her house, and a little baby. That's not
Right.
happening.
An infant climbing a giant ice wall is not ideal.
There are other ways to get through it.
Okay, that's a relief. But no, he told her about it, and she didn't really believe him until she saw it.
Right. I
It's
also
like, wow,
like
you do know how
the
to
bit where
read.
she's like, oh yeah, you know how to read. She's very impressed by that.
She's like, you can look at symbols and make meaning out of it?
It's a pre-literate society. How exciting for people who can read. They can impress everybody. And Sam kind of needs to impress people because he's very, he needs some self-esteem boost.
Yes, he
maybe.
does. Low self-esteem, that one.
And maybe hanging out with someone who is impressed by the fact that you can, sound out the word "and" is a good person to hang
They're
out
a
with.
cute little family. I hope
They're
they
a cute
stick
little
together.
family. Speaking of going through the wall, that's what Bran and company plan to do too.
Yes.
And their idea was largely the same. So they're talking about, we can't climb the wall. We're not really. I mean, look, I can't use my legs, and that's not happening.
Hodor can't carry you over the wall.
No. But they also want to go through a tunnel.
Okay.
Of some kind in one of the castles.
I had the question about that as well.
Yeah, they are not planning to go.
But where are they right now?
So Sam and Gilly are kind of approaching the wall from the north. Bran and company are approaching from the south.
Why do they want to go beyond the wall?
Why do they want to go beyond the wall?
I don't know. Why would you want to go to winter?
It's a bit of a weird. So Bran's been having those weird kind of
Visions.
funky dreams and visions, right? The idea is okay. The idea is what Jojen, this new little kid's been telling him, is that he has
The three-eyed raven.
Yeah, the
Okay.
mysterious three-eyed raven-related destiny, and that he has to go beyond the wall to find this dude. I agree it's kind of like vague, I'm not going to lie, but that's why.
Okay.
He has this destiny to meet the three-eyed
has to
raven
fulfill.
and do something. He's not even really sure what, but he knows it's important.
He's magical.
He's magical. He's a magical man. But he won't be doing it with Osha or Rickon.
I don't like that. I don't like that they're breaking up the team.
Why not?
I just don't think. I think it's better when you travel with each other in packs.
At the same time, I mean, now that Robb is dead, Bran and Rickon are the heirs to Winterfell. It might be good for them to split up, because if you're together, you stand a bigger chance of getting caught.
Also true.
Also, he is like a little kid, his little brother Rickon. I mean, like going beyond the wall. God knows what's up there. We've already seen some crazy stuff up there.
I like Osha.
Osha's nice.
She's
yes.
like kind of a mother figure to them.
And she's going to take care of the little one. That's
Okay,
probably good.
that's good.
She seems capable enough.
I agree.
We won't see her for a while. We'll see her again. So just to know that. And right before they decide to take off north of the wall, there's a close Stark encounter between Bran and Jon
They were
Snow.
right there.
They were right there. When Bran and company are hiding out in that little tower, it's raining, and Jon comes by with Ygritte and the wildlings. What happens here? What's Jon's dilemma this episode?
They want him to kill an innocent man, right? We don't
Right.
really know who he is.
Who's gonna like?
He had the horses.
I mean, he's a northerner, so
Okay.
he will narc on them if he gets the chance.
Right.
Which he should, because they're
And-
here to kill him.
And since Jon Snow is perfect, he didn't want to kill him. So instead, he just started stabbing people. And Bran released the dogs,
direwolves.
the direwolves,
He controlled the direwolves
He
with
did.
his brain.
and Hodor.
And Hodor.
Put that man to sleep.
He put him to sleep because Hodor was freaking out because of the thunder, and Bran went into his mind and was like, shh.
Silence.
And that's kind of how he knows he's special and magical, because no one can do that. That's stuff only he can do. So that's...
Creepy.
We have to find out more about his powers.
He can read minds.
I don't think he can read minds. He can possess other people.
Okay.
Or animals, mostly.
Still a freaky power.
Very freaky power. That's part of it. And that's why he's going beyond the wall, to find out more about that and
Okay.
how it plays in. But Jon... So I remember last week you were saying that you were hoping Jon and Ygritte stay together and work it out.
And that did not happen.
It did not happen.
He
I mean,
took off.
What
And
should
she
he
is
have done?
not happy. I think
Should he have killed him?
No.
The guy?
He should have. Oh, the guy that he did.
Yeah. The old man northerner who they wanted him to kill. Should he have? Because if he'd killed him, he would have stayed with the wildlings.
I don't think he should have. It's not him. He didn't feel right about it.
Fair enough.
I think he was right in not killing him, but I feel like he should have pulled her on the horse while he went off.
Would she have gone though? Because she is a
I think
wildling.
she wanted to. The guy was holding her down.
That's right. He was. Well, we're not sure if she wanted. Well, yeah, we don't know quite what she wanted. I mean, at the end of the day, she's a wildling, Kayla, and he is
Can't
a
tame a
northerner.
wildling.
They come from different worlds. They're just like Jack and Rose, only they're
Romeo and Juliet.
more violent. Romeo and Juliet. There you go. Yeah, it's exactly like Romeo and Juliet. Different families at war.
The Capulets
They
and
love
the
each other, but they
Montagues.
can't be together. Precisely, the Capulets and the Montagues. We are high class on Wick Live.
Should we start quoting Shakespeare? You first.
If we can. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more radiant and more temperate. It's only no.
Oh, Happy Dagger.
That's much more appropriate to this show. Anyway, so they split up. Where does Jon go now? Should he try to reconcile?
don't know. He should go to King's Landing and kill the Lannisters while he's at it.
They do need a good killing, don't they? Or Walder Frey. He could use a good killing too.
Yeah.
By the way, that happened here. The wedding is the twins.
Okay.
And Jon Snow is way up here. He's probably going to go to Castle Black. I mean, that's where the Night's Watch are. That's the order he's a part of.
That's his people.
And he can now
His
warn
peeps.
them, hey, there are wildlings coming.
How many were left living? 2?
The wildlings?
Yeah. Or no. Yeah.
Yeah, there weren't many. There was like Tormund, Ygritte, and maybe a couple others.
Okay.
But remember, there's a whole wildling army beyond the wall.
Ooh.
And they're all coming down.
I smell a war.
I smell a war too. I hope it doesn't turn out badly for anybody involved. I hope Jon and Ygritte live to ripe old ages and have lots of kids. Anyway.
So no, they don't.
One last thing I want to hit. At the Red Wedding, which is what it's called, kind of. It'll be called that for a while.
Play on words.
Not everybody died. Catelyn's uncle stepped out to go to the bathroom and just didn't come back. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. That was good timing.
That was very good timing. It was excellent timing.
And then her brother
Her brother, yeah.
is...
Got married and then got carried off to the bedroom and presumably didn't die.
I'm so sad. I don't know
remember,
where we go from here.
He didn't start the slaughter until after the brother was married and out of there. So why? So he purposely didn't kill him.
He did what he wanted. He married his daughter. Or
Yeah, he did. And even though he's probably not going to let that guy go, he has married his
What
daughter
happens when he walks
into the
in and
family.
sees the massacre?
I'm not sure he's going to be allowed to leave.
How do they do the cutthroating like that? Some crazy special effects.
Oh, yeah, I don't know, like a blood packet or something like that.
Do you know what else I've noticed about the show?
What's that?
They do a really good job of making people look like they haven't showered in 5 months.
Really? I thought they all look pretty good for being in medieval times.
I mean, like the greasy hair. Everyone has greasy hair.
Fair enough. I haven't noticed that. That's good. That's interesting. Because I think that some complaints about the show were that it's not really like gross
Dirty enough?
Yeah.
What's wrong with people? What do they want?
I mean, for example, like, you know, it casts pretty TV people, which it should, because it's TV. You want to look at nice people. But like in the books, for example, like Ygritte is described as having like really crooked teeth.
Oh.
Which, you know, they don't have dentists north of the wall, so it makes sense. But, like, you know, they cast I mean, she's described as pretty, so that
I think she's very pretty.
she's extremely pretty.
But she still has greasy hair.
She has greasy hair, I suppose, but they're not going to, like, you know, give a horrible crooked teeth thing on TV.
No one wants to look at that.
No one wants to look at that. So we look at this instead, and we're fine
It's
with
hard
that.
enough looking at Waldorf's daughters.
But that Walder who?
Walder Frey?
Walder Frey.
Did I say Waldorf?
You said Walder's daughters.
His daughters.
Oh, sorry. Those busted ladies. Okay. Busted. Anyway, any other final thoughts about the Reigns of Castamere? Big important episode?
I have no idea what's going to happen next. It's episode 10. It's the last one of season 3.
Although I think that we're going to do 2.
Does that mean, do they always... Oh, so end of 3, beginning of 4?
Yes.
Okay. Do they always end the seasons on a big bang?
I mean, they try.
This one was like next to
a
it.
TV season. You know, the first one was Ned's death. Second one was the big battle at King's Landing.
right.
The third one was this.
So
What's
nothing
next?
Does anything big happen in episode 10?
We'll just watch and find out. How about that?
So vague.
Big things happen all the time.
That's true. Should never act surprised. Mark Carmen, any questions? Comments?
Wildlings like being kidnapped. It's their version of courting. That's from Angie Barnes.
Angie Barnes. There is a thing in the books where the way you like get a wildling woman is to, I forget what the word is, like capture her and take her away.
Oh.
Which is what Jon did to Ygritte without really realizing it when he, took her prisoner.
Okay.
But they don't really go into that. Anything else, Carm?
So much, Dan. When the Whites invade the cave of the three-eyed raven, that's from Corey Smith.
Mm-hmm. Corey Smith.
He kind of left it at that. I'm not exactly sure what he meant, but maybe you do. You're inspiring people to go back and watch the episode again.
Oh,
Don't do it!
Well, I've already seen it. No, go enjoy Game of Thrones.
This person says, I don't remember when Summer died.
Who's Summer?
That's Bran's direwolf. They all have them.
Oh, yeah, they killed the direwolf.
What's that?
How many wolves are left?
I believe
2?
now, where Kayla is, you got Bran's wolf, Summer. You got Rickon's wolf, Shaggy Dog. That's the littlest kid. You got Jon's wolf, Ghost. And Arya's wolf is still out there.
What wolf did they kill at this party?
Rob's wolf, Grey Wind. That was
I
depressing,
thought Arya was
right?
going to go let it free. She wanted to.
She definitely did. I mean, thank God the Hound knocked her out, right? Or else she probably would have charged in there knowing Arya and like tried to wreck some people.
Yes.
But good. I'm glad she didn't. Anything else?
Daniel Smith, in the books there's a character named Lady Stoneheart. Will we see her in the series?
Hey, Daniel. No, we will not see Lady Stoneheart. I guess I can just tell you this now because we've passed the point. In the books, Catelyn, remember Beric Dondarrion, that guy who gets resurrected all the time that they met this
Yes.
season? Flaming sword.
Stabbed, comes back to life.
In the books, they find Catelyn's dead body and bring her back to life.
They don't do that in the show?
They don't. Only they bring her back all, because she's been dead for like 3 days, and they bring her back all like gross, and she doesn't remember anything, and she's just wants to kill everybody involved with the Red Wedding. She's named Lady Stoneheart, and they don't have her on the show.
So I don't need to worry about Lady
You don't need to
Stoneheart.
worry about Lady Stoneheart.
Well, I think they should bring back everyone from that massacre.
Everyone, and have them do what?
I don't know, take down Waldor.
Frey?
Waldorf?
Walder
Walder
Frey.
Frey.
Walder. Walder. Frey.
Got it.
Perfect. Any other questions? All right. This is a fun one, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back next week with more Game of Thrones news and 2 episodes. I forget their names, but we'll have them.
End of season 3, beginning of season 4.
Exactly.
See you next week.
Adios.